broadcasted in private court in Encore, Ohio. Leading citizen Mr. Humpty Dumpty was found today after falling off a 20-foot-high garden wall in his backyard. Edna Ridley has this story.
Thanks, Jane. I'm here with Chief Crowley of the Ohio Police. Chief, what does it look like to you?
Well, I'll tell you. This is going to be one tough one to crack. You've got your basic good eggs. You put them on this wall.
Why do you suppose you did that, Chief?
To get cool. It's been hot enough laying to fry eggs on. Oh, never mind. We're just trying to pick up these pieces and see what happens.
I see you've got reinforcements.
Yep, we've got all the king's horses and all the king's men, but personally, I think it's too late.
Well, how's the family taking it?
Well, we haven't been able to get a statement. They're all in shell shock.
That's you, Jane.
In Monty, a manslaughter charges have been filed on Dorothy Gale, Topeka, Kansas, in her carrier Toto. Sources say that Ms. Gale directed the house to fallen an unsuspecting victim. As of this broadcast, her whereabouts are unknown, but she and the dog were last seen en route to the Emerald City. Sally? Dick, actually.
Nick Smith here with late-breaking news from the Cheddarville City Council. Our newscaster on the go, Meredith Langley, has details on move in council chambers that could have an impact on mice around the world. Meredith?
I'm here at Cheddarville City Council with Councilman Alton and Councilman Alton. I understand you took a vote that made history tonight.
Well, we certainly hope so. It's time for us mice to take charge of our destinies and quit being pushed around by cats.
And how do you propose to do that?
Well, we've got this bell. Show her, Mom. We're going to tie it around the cat's neck so we can hear him coming when he turns to speak up.
That's brilliant. But who's going to put the bell on him?
Why? Me? I thought you said you were going to do it. I never said that. After all, I thought of the idea. Then you can carry it out. Yes, yes, I did everything.
Meredith Langley signing off.
Meanwhile, in England, relatives of Alex Little have reported that the young woman is still not returned, having last been seen staring down a large hole after a white rabbit in a waistcoat. Our London correspondent Tiffany Simpson has this live interview with one of the witnesses.
Tiffany Simpson here with Mr. Ollie Ribbons, the man who claimed she was beautiful. Tell us, Miss Ribbons, what exactly did you
Big bloke you are, big as an house, with blazing green eyes and fangs as long as your arm. And carrying a pocket watch too. But I'm too off by the hour because it's going to be late.
take a walk?
An important day, he says. No, it's not for the likes of me to be questioning the likes of him. But all the same, man, I don't like the cute.
So he wants us to go with him then.
Are you on the telly yet? Hello, Mum. I got a bit carried away. Oh, like rabbit catfish. Funny thing though.
What?
She was chasing him.
Is where are you when this is happening?
All right over there. McDougal's pub.
Ms. Little's older sister, heavily sedated, takes responsibility for the sudden blood fancy, having subjected her restless siblings to the tedious boredom of a book without pictures. As of this broadcast, there has been no ransom demanded from the aforementioned rabbit. A situation was felt in yard, curiouser and curiouser. Sally?
Well, the results of last week's big spin in the California lottery turned up a not-so-surprising winner. Ebenezer Scrooge, an industrialist in Santa Monica, once again picked the 6 lucky numbers. When asked if he was doing his winning, Scrooge replied that he planned to hire a consultant specializing in dream analysis. According to Scrooge, his sleep has been constantly interrupted for the past 3 months by nightly visitors claiming to be ghosts. Sounds pretty scary to me, Dick.
Not as scary as this late-breaking report, Sally. In Eastern Europe, word comes that a kingdom, yes, an entire kingdom, has apparently fallen asleep.
Summer rerun time again, Dick.
Worse than that, Ralph. Before nodding off, our sources will able to tell us that WAB, a terrorist group, of witches against beauty behind this dreadful nosing deed. The action, they say, was primarily directed at the king's only daughter, Sleeping Beauty, for failing to include the spoke witch at her birthday party. The curse, as we understand it, can only be broken by a puckering prince.
Where is the eyeliner?
Don't pack your bags yet. We also understand that the intended victim was nowhere on the premises, but was, in fact, a star attraction at Wimbledon.
Sounds like a good lead in to me, Dick.
And now, well on our sports with our own Ralph Brown.
Thanks, Dick. Well, some were betting it was a long shot, but results of the Boston Marathon are in, and we have a new champ. Theodore Tortoise, who stunned viewers last spring by beating Jackrabbit in a 5-mile sprint, took victory again today by sticking his neck out and crossing the finish line. And in the third set of women's semifinals in tennis, Sleeping Beauty won by default when Snow White returned to the course after a brief set. Miss White and Apple Candy still sleep on the net. Sally?
Well, if you're looking for a hot new sound for your next party, an unusual quartet from Bremen Town is about to change the face of American music. Our own James Jones has the floor.
Calling himself the Birmingham musicians, a mule, a dog, a cat, and a rooster have teamed up and recorded their first release for New Wave Records, already promising to skyrocket to the top of the charts.
Go ahead and tell us what some of those hit songs are there.
I'm glad you asked, Ralph. Among the favorites are I've Got a Crow, Hitting on the Keys, I Was Stubborn, and that long-time tearjerker, You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. The quartet is presently on tour in barnyards across the U.S. Their agents have told us that the group has been approached by Michael Jackson.
Wow, he wants to sing with them?
No, just buy them and keep them in his house. According to the young singer, quote, I think they're awesome. Sally?
On the world economic scene, Wall Street is still baffled by the sudden dominance of gold on the international market. Kelly Martin on the Kingdom of Mystical has
Search me. I got up this morning and everything I touched turned gold. My clothes, my furniture, my bowl of cereal.
Yes. That must be very exciting.
And very inconvenient. I'm starving. Have you ever tried to eat a cold cheeseburger?
What do you plan to do with all of this, Your Majesty?
Give it away. The whole lot of it. All that glitter is in your gold, girlfriend. Remember that.
Do you mind if I keep this? Back to you, Sally.
Speaking of gold, officials on the Bronx Zoo reported unusual theft tonight. Hilda, their prize goose which lays golden eggs on a daily basis, is missing at feeding time from her lakeside pen. Zookeepers suspect foul play.
And in Bear Valley, this report proceeds to continue on a 2-week-old trial. 2-week-old trial of Red Riding Hood, who was apparently breaking and entering, according to the Three Bears. Throughout the trial, her lawyers have maintained that it is a case of mistaken identity. She was apparently delivering lunch to her grandmother in a forest 20 miles away at the time it occurred.
Have you ever dreamed of being a princess? Well, an interesting search has been on the Central Michigan since last Friday, for the owner of a shoe lost at a party thrown by Bavarian Prince Joseph Charming. The search has also spurred a rush to the psychiatry offices of Dr. Sebastian Poindexter. Our field reporter Meredith Langley has it.
So you say the phone is ringing off the hook, Doctor? Yes, it's quite incredible, actually. Women from all walks of life have been scheduling themselves for foot reduction surgery.
How unusual. Any speculation to this trend?
Well, my theory is that it all started with the missing shoe incident at the Bavarian Embassy in Michigan.
And to explain?
Well, from what I've read, a young unidentified woman fled the incident at the stroke of midnight leaving behind a glass shoe. Apparently, Prince Charming was so dazzled by her that he seemed to be offered a sizable reward for information leading to her discovery.
But where does the foot reduction surgery fit in?
Well, as you can see, the shoe in question is quite small.
How fitting, may I?
Well, as you can see, the shoe was custom made to fit only one young woman, the young lady from the dance. Naturally, such an announcement would lead to more unscrupulous to, I beg your pardon.
It's this! Oh, doctor, do you know what this means? Oh, it's all coming back to me now. The things I couldn't remember when I hit my head on the kitchen counter the next morning. You know what this means?
these stories.
Game of the works. This is Cole's story. If a boy offers to give you a handful of magic lima beans in exchange for the family cow, officials will tell you why you should say no.
Looking for a good real estate buy? A 45-room shoe with playground equipment can be yours. We'll tell you why.
And in sports, we'll have a wrap-up on the billiards versus the Trolls and the NBA's newest star recruit, Tom Thumb.